Let me start. So, the reason why I wanted to do this today is because I felt a little bit bad because I said I would come back from my summer break with a pod on August 23rd. But the thing why the season finale delay happened and also why I decided to do this today was because I was just enjoying life way too much and I was traveling way too much, which had an effect on the schedule of the episodes. Then also, like, my internet connection wasn't the greatest while I was in Turkey or in Cyprus. Well, in Cyprus it was amazing, but I was just enjoying life. I was just enjoying my summer there, here, and in Cyprus again. So that's why I didn't really do a season finale episode episode. But the pod is back. I'm so excited. Like, I haven't really talked in a mic in so long or sat on the couch and did an interview in so long that I honestly have missed it, and I'm just very glad that I'm back. Like, we are so back. Like, we will first of all, I am planning on recording more episodes. Yes, this is finale will be coming shortly. I just have to find a way where I. Well, let's put it that way. I said like August 23rd because I thought that they would be cleared. But then, prior 1 day prior, like, I landed on August 20th and had to do some stuff. I was very busy that week. So I thought that I would have time on August 23rd, but it turned out that we just took a day trip to Hungary that day, so I couldn't record the episode. Then also, the reason why I said I would come back with the pod on August 23rd was because I had a UK guest on that day, but the day trip kind of like um went over that. So to that person, I'm sorry, and we will schedule a meeting very soon, I promise. Then also, um also, like, in regards of the future of the podcast, first of all, we are when I'm like in September, the first week of September, maybe not so because I'm busy again, but the second week of September, we are back. I will have some guests in September, October, November, December. Then also, obviously season 4 will be on September, and then the beginning of season 4. And in this season, I know I said so much last season. I was like, oh yeah, I will be doing this. None of that happened because, there's this famous quote from Khloe Kardashian, which is, tell God your plans and watch him laugh and completely rearrange everything. So that exactly that happened in the third season, meaning the last season. Because to me, after 31st of July, like a new season begins. This concept might be weird for some podcasters because usually a season begins when it's either new year or a new, like, chapter. But for me, the reason I wanted to do this and start the fourth season in September is because of me having, like, the best summer of my life in June, July, August, and also, like, everything is calmer and it's easier to reach people So that's why. Then also another thing why I also want to start season 4 in September was because I I have so many guests scheduled that I'm a bit overwhelmed. And also as a creative person, it's like up and down. Not because of the amount of the content, which thank God I chose a topic where the content never really stops. And yes, I know we have to talk about D23 and the second part of Comic Con. Then so many trailers have been released, like the Sonic one has been released. I'm so excited. Which I found out the now the voice actors in the video game industry are striking, which might have consequences for um like me talking about Sonic, and I really hope not, but I think I'm not sure. I haven't really read everything that entails the strike rules, um like after rules. So I haven't really read everything, but from what I've read is that I might not be able to talk about Arcane in November, which breaks my heart, and Borderlands, which also yeah, Borderlands as well. So we'll save that for later. Then so yeah, for the future of the podcast, I really really want to do more video interviews and guest interviews, and I will be a guest on a podcast in October, beginning of October, which I'm very excited about. And I just love being guests on shows like Heroic Podcast was fun. Um, Obviously Jeff and the guys, that was fun. Then also, I think that's it. Might as well I guessed. Yeah, that's it. But I love being guests on pods. I love having guests on my pod and interviewing them and talking about their whereabouts, whether those are actors, directors, movie critics, movie enthusiasts. Also, like the UK one will be a movie enthusiast, which is fun. Um, Also, yeah, and also, like I said, this season I want to do more video podcasts and guest episodes. Then also like to do more like really what I want, and not just like be like, okay, like this person did this movie, I have to do this, because I've felt that way ever since the strike really was over, because I was very overwhelmed with every type of content, like movies, trailers, TV shows. Now I'm just like, okay, I think my audience will like if I talk about the penguin, if I talk about Joker, if I talk about um those about to die, which was phenomenal. I love that show. And Anthony Hopkins, chef's kiss. But also Emilia Sakaya was nice. The Kwame person who is a UFC fighter, he was nice. He was good. Scorpius was also good. Um, and also a new season of On the Murders in the Building is happening. So I'm very excited. I watched the first episode. I missed it. I really missed the On the Murders in the Building. And then being back is fun. As like seeing all the cameos, I was like, ah. Then I'm also very excited to watch. Yeah, Venom. Joker. I watched like I watched those about the die, like I said. I watched episode 1 of season 2 of Unstable. Then a bunch of trash TV stuff like Blow Deck, Belly's Caribbean, um, Real Housewives. So yeah. Then obviously the Bear. Yes, Minion 4. I also watched that. I mean, Despicable Me 4. Like the content was so much that I didn't have the time to do episodes and record episodes, release episodes because I was so busy traveling. Then also like enjoying my summer. Then spending quality time with friends and family. So I apologize, but I am so excited because we're back in September. I think it will be. I haven't really like. If I say something, then something pops up, and I'm like, oh my god, like why did I say that? But for now, I've scheduled episode 1 of season 1, season 4 of the pod on September 8th. The pod will be back, and I'm so excited because we'll be talking about D23 and the second half of San Diego Comic Con. And oh, also I watched Deadpool and Wolverine. Can't wait to talk about that. Um, oh, I also like miss doing news sections. Uh, okay. Also, like for like I was a bit overwhelmed because I have this list, this Excel sheet by no, sorry, uh, it's a Google sheet, yeah, by my mentors at podcastguest.com, which I'm not bragging, but I'm blessed that I got to do this with them because I would be very overwhelmed. But this Excel sheet is so filled with names with potential guests that I am just now like emailing every single person and DMing every single person to ask them whether like they can do an episode on this pod on the pod on this specific date, and then if the date is okay, like locked, then the time isn't because of the time difference. I'm like 9 hours from LA and 7 hours from east side away, and that is like a bit difficult for me because A, I have to sacrifice my sleep, or B, I have to like do it at a time which is comfortable for me and comfortable for the other person. Then we most likely have technical issues, which my which usually is on my end. I don't know why my plugs are like my plugins. Sorry, my plugins sometimes are being bitches. So that's a reason. So these might sound like excuses, but it's just frustrating and annoying. Another thing is that mentally I haven't really been well, and that was also another reason why I didn't record episodes because I didn't want to like pretend I would be happy, but reality I wasn't. So, and since I've been an open book with the podcast, like I call my podcast like a mix of Alex Cooper's Dog Collar Daddy, with her solo episodes, and my love and passion for movies and TV shows, and about shows. And also, yes, I'm so excited for the Emmys. in September. And also like Power Ghost. No, not Ghost. Is it Ghost? Is it Ghost? Am I dumb? Yeah, Ghost is coming back very very soon. I'm very excited for that. And so yeah, I just want to like do this live stream, which won't be a live stream because I'll be posting it, but to like give you a like a give you like something in regards of my absence and the reason why this third season finale of the pod was delayed and everything else was delayed. So I am optimistic that I'll be able to do this year, this season. And because I had like I know this is very common in the creative situation, like in the creative world, in the industry, that you are so like, I won't say self like drowning in self doubt, but I would say you're like very like second guessing everything, which was my problem. I had second guessed whether I should continue with the pod because my this is so stupid, but if you want to start a podcast, make sure you don't get caught up in your peers and where they are and where you are, because I was so frustrated. I was like okay, like they have like ads, like why do I not have ads? Come to terms that because I live in Europe and Spotify for podcasters, they don't have them in, they do have them in Germany, but I'm not in Germany, so that's why. But I was like so frustrated. I was like, okay, like why does my do my episodes have like this amount of plays and my friends' episode have this amount of plays? Then I realized, I was like, if you keep continuing this, you will be fed up with the pod and you will not continue doing it, which is not something I want to do because I love doing the pod and I like every like whenever I see this, whenever I go onto my account or onto my accounts like Instagram and YouTube or like Spotify and see the comments and or like check my DMs, people are like, okay, like keep doing, or like I want to hop on the episode with you, or we can do cross promotion. And then I'm like, why? Like, I guess that's just a thing which I have to like deal with, but or like get over it. But I am like, why do you drown yourself in self doubt where there's no reason for that? And also, I also like realize that it's a process. Like, yes, I'm not, yes, I don't have like, I don't know, like 10,000 plays in one episode, which is crazy, but I was close once. But I do have like number ones rankings in like, I had like Apple Podcasts and Spotify, so I'm grateful for that. But sometimes I want more, but then my sources are limited, so it's like an up and down, which I'm sure you can relate if you're a creator yourself. But my thing that I have like learned is that don't focus on the rest, focus on yourself and make sure to create quantity, like quality content over quantity, because quantity is like so like common, like it's so mainstream, but quality, really like quality content is rare. Not rare, but like, rare. It's like above rare, but not really in the mainstream. So my focus for in this season is like quality over quantity and not feeling burnt out or overwhelmed, because I felt that way the past seasons, and I like climbed like out of that hole, but then I like went into that hole again when once I saw my peers like leveling up and doing like deals with brands, and I would be like sitting in my room and I was like, why not me? what am I like doing wrong. I know consistency is key, but I am, but I just, I don't know. Sometimes I'm like thinking, and then I realize I overthink stuff. Then I'm like, let's not do that. Just continue on the um on the pod and just focus, like hyper focus on the pod. With that being said, thank you so much for this. Thank you so much for coming to my TED Talk. um, and I'm so happy and grateful for every single person. And also, I just wanted to get these things off my chest. Yes, I sounded like a broken record, but that's because was because I wanted to say these things, but I didn't have the time to and just sit down and talk and let everything out. And I hopefully will see you, or you will hear my voice or watch me in season 4, which will be on September 8th. Bye. Oh, have a nice day and night where you are, and we'll see one another in September. Bye.